Hello there, my name is Ishtari, and this is the first episode of my League series. We got about a month to work with, so that'll be about 4 episodes of it, and then we'll get back to the main logs. Already kind of posted about it on the YouTube and on X, but I had no internet the prior week, so that's why there was no main logs. And there was supposed to be one coming out this week, but honestly, I would rather just focus on leagues, and I didn't get that much done over the time that I did have last week. So without any further ado, let's get this thing started. So obviously I've already got it started a little bit. I went ahead and got my first relic, which is, and did all the, the little tutorial thing. I got the fishing one, I think animal wrangler or something like that. Fishing and hunting, I suppose. So, now is time to get my hands on magic staff and also work through these tasks, I guess is what they're called. So we got Hans right there. Let's go talk to him real quick. Gonna have to blur this out for the YouTube. I don't want people to be guessing when I started this account. I have no money to buy any of these, so I apologize. Not able to happen. But there we go, at least. I think these guys have air staves, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that entirely. Well, I guess I could just go do the blood pact. That's a guaranteed staff. There we go, staff of air. Magic is going to be my main combat style during this little event. So I guess I can't pick up other people's bones. That's interesting. There's a level. Yeah, I'm sure something is better than air rush, but I don't have the runes for that right now, game. So, let's see, what else is there? Kill a giant rat in the Lumbridge swamp. That should be easy enough. Assuming that the area is not crowded with people like it appears to be. Oh my goodness. You got the kill on that. I did. Okay. Kill a giant spider in the Lumbridge swamp. Let's find them first. I'm not sure why this is all freaking out, but it is. Strange rocks are still enabled. That's kind of annoying, actually. Make a fire line. Fun. Amazing how that last one took the most time. Wait. I forgot to cook this meat. That was the whole point of making the fire in the first place. Which do I choose for this? I might be making the most crap build ever, I don't know. You all can tell me how bad it is down in the comments section as we progress through this. Cow milked. Let's go kill some. Anyone remember having to walk around with the gem just to be able to know your Slayer task count, how many ever were left or whatever? All right, Slayer task done. We have got most of the, I guess, easy stuff, easy task taken care of. All I gotta do is the blood pact, which I probably could have done quite a while ago. I just didn't do it. And quest complete. There is that. I guess the next step is going to be working through these task sets. And then I'll move on to, I guess, Varrock. Kind of realized after that opening that it would get just a little bit annoying to keep hearing dun 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 over and over again throughout the video as I continued to work on some tasks. So I've been working on things, you know, off on the side. I managed to get the beginner set of tasks done here in Lumbridge. I'm not gonna worry about the rest for right now. I'll come back to them. You know, I gotta get out into the rest of the world and gotta get levels for some things and unlock things, and you know how it is playing RuneScape. But I believe that if I eat this cabbage, I get points, and that will put me on to the next tier. So let's see here. Yep. There it is. So next tier. Awesome. Which means I've got to figure out what I'm going to use. I've been kind of thinking about it, and I'm stuck between Golden Footed and Farming Frenzy. I think I'm going to go Farming Frenzy, because Golden Footed sounds cool and all, but I don't mind doing agility. And I'm honestly not too sure how much of it that I'll be doing, but having this relic will help out a ton. So, let's get that. And I guess move on to the next bit that I'm going to be doing, which I'm not entirely sure what that is. I guess the plan is to get 99 fishing and then cook all that fish.
That was a lie.
I know the harpoon can cook it for you automatically, but I'm just gonna have it take it to the bank, and I'll cook it later. Then that way I have a variety of food to work through as I make my way through combat levels, because then after that I'll be going to do some Slayer. So I'm not actually going to get 99 fishing quite yet. It has occurred to me that the higher tier you are, the more XP you gain. So I'm just gonna cook what I have right now, and then I'm gonna get into some Slayer tasks, get some resources from that, and also I need to try and get into some armor and maybe even have a better battle staff. I don't know quite yet. I have to figure that much out, but I'm definitely not going to rush off to 99 fishing yet, or cooking, because, you know, that would take a really long time, even with times 4 XP. And I also want to start getting into some of that farming as well. So I'll probably need to get some thieving levels so that I can go pillage the master farmer. This has also occurred to me that this is like a 2-month event, not a 1-month event. So it'll probably be 8 episodes or so, which is fine, but I didn't exactly expect it to go on that long. I thought it was only a month long. Figured out we're basically Iron Men in this little event here, so having to gather everything all by yourself is a little bit annoying, but it's fine, it's fine. I've got impied armor now. It's not like top tier or anything, but it'll at least do for a little bit. Guaranteed spawn behind the Varrock Castle. That's where I got mine all at. I've never actually used this armor before, so it actually looks pretty cool. I kind of like it. Kind of makes sense. Also been running around trying to get, you know, level 5 and everything, just because that's one of the tasks that I can see that I'm able to do. I'm pretty sure that goes all the way up to like level 99, level 120 maybe even, or perhaps even 200 mil. I don't know. I need to get my hands on talismans so that I can do rune crafting because, well, I need runes if I'm going to be doing magic. And I also need to be getting my hands on better magic gear as I'm leveling up. Not entirely sure where I'm going with this whole Leagues event, but I guess I will find out. I know that I'm wanting to get prayers or curses and ancient magics as well. But beyond that, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll be trying out some bosses as well in Leagues at much lower gear than I'm used to doing them in. But I really don't know what the plan is. I never really got a response in my comments when I asked about it, so tell me down in this comments if you come across this video. I also still got to figure out a better staff to use than Caitlyn's staff. But air talismans can be gotten from goblins. Killed some earlier, didn't get any talismans, but maybe I will now. Let's see. So I've got 3 of the elemental talismans, and I've been struggling to actually get my hands on the earth one. So the idea was to unlock the abyss, but I can't actually do the mini quest that's required for it. So I guess it's time to go get level 5 rune crafting. So I'm gonna do a run real quick. Just a singular run. Oh, I can't sell these? Oh, I can't use them. And then I will go to the abyss, and I think you can get most of the talismans from the abyss. So that should make it a little bit easier. And I won't have to worry too much about getting talismans in the future. I know you can buy some of the higher tier runes from the store, like the Wizards Guild, and then maybe one other place. Did they move the air altar? That's what was here, right? The air altar. Oh, there it is. Was it always on this side? I don't remember. It's been so long. Let's see here. That got me to level 5. So, actually to level 8. So, time to go do that mini quest. Probably old information by the time this video goes up, but if you reclaim from May, she gives you a magical dice that you can roll for 250k, and I guess an extra little item. The furthest east I've been so far. Gotta head to Ardoin to do the last teleport to the Rune Essence mine. It's been so long since I've done this mini quest, I didn't even remember that it existed up until I was about to just try and enter the abyss. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right, there's a mini quest involved with this. At least it's not one small favor. There's that taken care of. And also level 23 rune crafting. I know the whole point of doing that was so that I could go to the abyss and try and get my hands on, you know, more talismans and also the pouches, to be honest, kind of. And to get started on the rune crafting front. But I really need to get at least the next tier unlocked of the relic stuff. So let me go ahead and take care of some of that, I suppose. First time ever doing Herby Werby. I wasn't really expecting to do that here, but the XP is pretty good apparently, and it saves me from having to actually get these levels in herb lore later on. So I may as well just do this and get as many levels as I can right now, especially since there is this task right here to obtain 100 potent herbs from Herby Werby. I feel kind of bad though because they keep crying. I'm also not entirely sure how to get the potent herbs. Alright, so I figured out the potent herbs thing. It's the reward currency, which I'm sure many of you already probably knew that. If not, now you do know. I got that done. I'm not sure what any of this is. Oh, okay. Oh, I definitely need to be coming to do Herby Werby on my main so that I can get these two. And this, actually, as well as that. I definitely need to be coming here on the main once I get back to it. So I've been running around, getting some levels, doing some small tasks, and trying to build towards at least achieving one of the goals that I had set out originally, which was to get level 5 in every single non-elite skill. And I got one more, Dungeoneering, my least favorite. And I guess that I would end up at level 15 by the end of this quest. And I was right. That's surprising. So, I guess off to Daemonheim. And the reason for level 5 everything is just so that I could get every skill basically at least started. Except for Invention, of course. I hate this skill. But at least it's a lot easier when, you know, you are able to gain a lot of experience. There is all that. Trying to get my hands on the pyramid top so that I can turn it in for a task. And oh my god, all the failures. It has been a long time since I've failed this much at a agility course. Outside of the Brimhaven course, which I did for a little bit, but I just got really annoyed and the XP wasn't all that great. Maybe I should have gotten my hands on the Golden Hawk boots instead of the farming relic. But then again, maybe not, because that farming relic is kind of broken, I feel like. Got it. Oh, no, I don't, because I don't have any space for it. Now I have it. Still trying to get the points to get to tier 3. Equipping different sets of armor gives you points. Apparently not just the wizard ones though, so these ones I know do because I've actually seen the achievement. There's that. And then also Batwing. Which, with it being purple, I'm kind of fond of. Well, that is a good chunk of points taken care of just from that, actually. Still got 220, though. So being able to buy the armor from Zeph kind of makes fighting this imp over and over again for the imp hide kind of a moot point. However, if I can find him, he does drop chef's hats, and I kind of messed up by getting rid of the two that I had already gotten. So that kind of sucks because 30 points for entering the Cook's Guild, and you need either just a chef's hat or the cooking cape, and a chef's hat is probably harder to get at this point. Just because now I have to track down some imps and kill them, and then I can enter. But also I think goblins also drop chef's hats. Pretty sure I got one from a goblin too. Kind of sucks to keep going back to goblins all the time. Oh, there's an imp. I'm not even sure where the spawn is over here, so I guess just go back to goblins. I'm pretty sure goblins drop them. Checked, and they do with a fair amount of consistency, or a fair amount of they're not super rare. I'll just say that. They're not super rare. But they do have a lot of drops, so that may make it a little bit rarer than it should be. I've been talking this whole time and not recording, but I had to kill some goblins to get my hands on a chef's hat so that I can enter the guild, the cooking guild or whatever it's called. And I also was able to pick up some bread, which is also nice because that's another task that I can knock out. It's fairly easy to do. Easy, easy. Make some bread. Down to 180. This is not hard, but it's also not easy. Another easy one to knock out is 200 logs chopped. This is like my primary focus right now, just trying to get to the next tier. And now I need 150 more, and that should be easily done. So the next thing is to make 1,000 arrow shafts, and I'm gonna need to use these arrow shafts later on anyways, so may as well just get some now. Even though ranged isn't my primary combat skill, I will want to actually train the other skills up. It'll make Slayer a lot easier if I can actually switch around what combat style I'm using. It has been a very long time since I've fought rock crabs. It might be a little bit underpowered, I'm not sure, but it seems to be doing pretty well. As long as I don't get crowded by them, you know, I should be fine. Oh, I can also kill a Dagonoth here. And maybe even travel to the Mammoth Iceberg. That'll get me enough. Yeah, I'll go kill myself a Dagonoth. Maybe, I think I might have to do a quest to actually kill a Dagonoth. But if so, that's 30 points. And 30 points for traveling to Mammoth Iceberg. It is definitely taking a while to kill this rock crab, though. All this to make leveling just a little bit easier. I can't go to the Mammoth Iceberg. Nice. Oh, there we go. Do not attack them. Now, I was kind of saying it earlier as well, but this has taken just a little bit longer than I thought it would. But of course, I haven't really been focused too hard on getting points. Not until like last night and then today. I was kind of like, okay, let's at least get to tier 3 this week. And maybe even tier 4. We'll see about that. The next thing I'm going to do after getting this taken care of, hopefully, is to... I can't go over there, so no Dagonoths. Is because what I'm going to do after I level is, or after I tier up, is I'm going to take myself on a little bit of a fishing expedition so that I can, or not fishing, a hunting expedition so that I can go ahead and get my hands on some gloves of silence to make thieving just a little bit easier, just a tiny little bit. Well, there's 2 that I can probably take care of, so let's teleport to... Actually, I'm going to head off to the west here and unlock the Eagle's Peak teleport. There are so many places that I don't really remember or recognize, and that place with the portal is one of them. I have no idea what that is. I am totally lost. And apologies if my mic was just a little bit quiet there. I didn't realize how far it was until right now, basically. I think the Eagle's Peak lodestone is up over this way. That I should know. I mean, I've used it quite a bit, but it's been a while since I've actually just kind of explored the game. And this is part of why I should have gotten the Golden Hawk boots so that I could passively gain agility experience and then also not even ever fail. But I didn't do that. Alright, I'm going to go over Arendar Pass as well. Arendar. To also try and unlock the 2 lodestones over there so that way I can easily travel to there. Of course, I've heard that the easiest way to get over there already is that just use the clan Vex, but I haven't done it and I'm in the area kind of, so I may as well just do it. I don't think I've explored these since the little graphical update over here. Looks pretty good, pretty good. At least I think they've done a graphical update for this area too. Of course, I've only passed over this like once, and then we got lodestones, so there was never any reason for me to ever again, basically. Isn't that interesting? I can't actually enter in this way. I'll worry about that later. And just, go to Ardoin for those 2 that I was saying earlier. Alright, let's get out of here. I was about to ask, that doesn't do it. As I recall, the switch is right here, or the lever. And there we go. Tier 3. Let's get my next relic, which is going to be Voidwalker. It's just got a lot of useful teleports. Assassin's Insight is also nice. Fairy Flight, not so much unless I feel like skipping Tree Gnome Village, which I don't really care about. But this will really help me get around places. So, sorry, I just got distracted. Apparently Ancient Curses unlock at tier 5. Let's get Voidwalker unlocked. Kind of dig this animation. Now, is it this guy that... Yes, it's this guy. Oh, apparently I actually can't. That's kind of sad. Okay, fine. So, I've just realized quite recently, actually, that I didn't actually get an XP improvement off of that last tier, which is a little bit disappointing. But I'm kind of, after this, and after I get the Gloves of Silence, which is soon enough, I think what I'm going to do is just start working on leveling as many skills as I can, pretty much, so that I can try and open up more of the world to me. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I can already do, but, I mean, I'll be able to do more, which may also lead to a bit of choice paralysis, because that's kind of already what I'm feeling with what I have, I think. But I'm still going to go ahead and do it, and I'll just start trying to knock out as many points as I can. And I know that I need to do quests still. And much like on my main, I'm getting around to that. Don't worry about it. It's coming. It's coming. Like, I definitely want to do Dragon Slayer. It's been a very long time since I've done Dragon Slayer. And a lot of those quests actually give out points as well. So it's definitely on my radar. And most of them seem to be like in the 30 range. So that's very nice. Managed to get my hands on those Gloves of Silence. And wow, this place is swarming now. I was literally just here. But I got those Gloves of Silence, and now I'm working on getting everything to level 30. All the skills, you know? Get them all to level 30. And that's coming along swimmingly. Summoning might be a little bit difficult, but all the others should be easily done. Although it did just occur to me right now, literally as I said that I also need to get my hands on some lovely copper, because copper and tin, because there's some smithing related, I don't exactly know, but I can make bronze bolts and iron bolts, and that will also help out on the points front, because I think that's 40 points right there. It's been a long time since I've had to walk to the bank. Probably gonna get higher than level 30 in mining, because I have done some rune essence mining and also clay. I haven't just strictly stuck to the regular ores. And I also don't even have an ore box now that I think about it. That would help out a lot. Got my hands on the ore box. I guess I can go ahead and move on from here, though, to get my hands on, some coal? I took care of the bronze bolts, and I guess I'll be taking care of the iron bolts now. head on back to Falador using the Artisan's Workshop because it's got a reputation task that eventually I'll need to complete. And then, I guess once I get everything to level 30, or actually before I even get everything to level... once I get to level 30, then I will start working on quests. Everything to level 30, start working on the quests, so that way I can really cash in on points, because a lot of those, from what I've seen, are actually 30 points, league points, and that's very nice. So I'm actually not even able to make the iron bolts, which is kind of disappointing. That's fine. That is fine, I suppose. I can do 1 or 2 more items to try and knock out this level that I need. Just needed 1 item, it looks like, and I probably could have chose just like the helm or whatever. Now I'm gonna go off to the mine under there and go ahead and get some coal, get my hands on some coal. And then I can start doing still smithing, and I'm also probably gonna go ahead and need to get my hands on some more iron anyways. Just to ensure that I make it all the way through the steel portion, all the way up to level 30. I'm sorry, but I've been pretty awful at recording everything for this video. I'm not used to actually having to do so much. Usually I just record when I have something to say, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But I've got I got smithing up to 30. I've gotten a few other skills up to 30 as well. Been knocking those out. I am working on the combat skills now. I'm working on ranged. And I've also got to get necromancy to level 30. For archaeology, the funny part to me is that I haven't even actually done any real excavating. All I did was the archaeology tutorial and then cleared the sand from the Caradet fort and entered it. And then, well, I guess it's not true to say no excavating. What I did is I did all that, and then I just got to a spot and then just, you know, dug it up for a little bit, and then I got level 30. So that's kind of fun. But also not, because I still have to deal with all that later. However, I haven't gotten a single charm off of these Slayer tasks that I've been doing, so I'm gonna have to sort that out for summoning. And I'm here because it's been a while since I've actually been to this place. Like, you know, for any serious amount of time anyways. And I guess I'll take the fancy boots and knock out that task. Oh, this isn't the stronghold of safety. This is the stronghold of security. I always get those two mixed up. Still got a Minotaur task to do, though. There is the last combat skill to level 30. I apparently skipped my last kill in the Minotaur's task, which I did not know. But now I do, and I'll have to deal with that later once I get back to Slayer. But now I need to figure out summoning and dungeoneering is... Well, dungeoneering is easy. I can just go to Daemonheim. But summoning, I need to find some charms, because I'm pretty sure I don't have enough to actually make it to level 30. So I'm gonna have to figure out a good monster to kill to at least get some charms going. So as I thought, the summoning is definitely taking a little while. I'm having to get charms, and I'm also having to get the resources to actually make bags with. And, yeah, that's taking a little while. Managed to get to 17 at least. So 10 levels. And I've already went through about 100 gold charms. Maybe not quite. Maybe closer to 75. But picking up some iron ore to make granite lobsters with. I've been making dread fowls, but time to switch. Time to get to granite lobsters, and hopefully that'll help out a lot more. Speed it up just a little bit. I'm not entirely sure how many iron ore I'm going to be getting here, but I may have to find a better place to get charms from. I've been getting them from gelatinous abominations, which are fairly consistent, but the whole kill move part of it kind of slows things down, which is a tiny bit annoying. So I tried heading off to Joger's to get my hands on more charms, because they had a better loot table overall. But I am just not able to kill them quick enough to actually warrant it, so I guess I'm stuck here for now. Which kind of sucks, but I've only got 7 more levels now. I picked up another 6 off of just a single inventory of granite crabs, or whatever they're called, granite lobsters, I don't remember anymore even. But that is helpful, and I guess it will maybe take another inventory to 2 inventories, probably maybe even 3. Which is fine. Dungeoneering is a skill that I've really been worried about, because I still can't stand dungeoneering. But dungeoneering is done anyways. And so is summoning. Summoning actually took much longer than dungeoneering did, which I am thankful for. But now that means that I can move on to doing other stuff, like knocking out some more of these points and doing quests. It's actually been a very long time since I've done Demon Slayer. The last time I did it was when it was an entirely different quest that I don't even remember, actually. Another one that I haven't done in some time. I don't think I've done that, like, it's been probably a decade now. At least. And I don't even remember this one. Haven't done that one yet. And I guess it's fairly easy. I don't know why I haven't done it. Maybe because I'm trying to avoid doing the Elder God Wars quest right now. Maybe. Not doing that one for a while. Always nice to see Zaros, though. I am cutting it close on this video, seeing as I still don't even have a thumbnail for it. And I've got to watch it through, and it's the morning that I would normally release a video. So this one might be a little bit late compared to what I normally post, but it is going to be done. Got some logs to burn, as well as some ores to mine and some gear to process. That'll get me most of the way there. But I have a question. Is this a bug where it does both of these at the same time? Because I haven't seen any other task do this except for the burning logs. And with this, I rank up in tier. That was a bit of a grind, actually. And it's I can see that it's starting to get a little bit harder now. I cannot imagine that I'm going to get beyond maybe tier 6 unless I really try to push at it. But we'll see. I've already decided that I'm going to get Production Master. It is the best thing for me. I do believe, because I don't like clues, so I'm not really going to be doing them. And I don't really want to choose another one. And Production Master is just good. So let's go ahead and grab it. I spent all of my money on getting this nice rune hatchet, so I'll have to work on that next week, because that'll do it for this one. If you made it this far, why not give me a like? Or if you felt the opposite way, you can do that too. While you're down there, why not comment or even possibly subscribe? I would really appreciate it. So until next time, happy game.
Bye, have a great time.